I've always loved food, but what really got me into being a chef was my mom, who always used to cook for the family. And she even used to cook for other people or like around the island. She taught me the importance of like fresh ingredients and just the joy of getting to cook for other people and seeing that smile on their face. As I got older, I realized that being a chef would allow me to be creative while making other people happy. To me, food would always be the way to a person's heart, or their stomach in this case. There are so many ingredients around the world that can help with like illnesses and disease. We have all the tools to solve all those problems. It just takes someone to actually fool around a little bit and get to that answer, because food, in my opinion, could heal like all the problems around. You just solve the riddle that comes within the food. I was never really one to watch what I ate. If it tasted good, I always just went at it. Steamed lamb chop, fried pork chop, peas and rice, whatever. It was some good food, so I would eat it. I just really liked good tasting food. My signature dish would be what I'm making today: peas and rice with fried fish and coleslaw. These items are a must-have in the Bahamas. If you're going to the Bahamas at any point, you have to have some nice fried fish, some rice, coleslaw, maybe some macaroni, some plantain. Tastes good, tastes amazing, so I just go for it. Peas and rice is flexible. You could really have it with almost anything you want to eat, especially back home. That's like the main staple of the island, and it's what my mom always made for me, and it just blew it out of the park every time. Like, I couldn't have anything other than peas and rice as like my staple dish. The hardest challenges, I'd say, is working in a fast-paced kitchen, especially when you have no experience. I graduated in school, my culinary school, in 2019, but in 2018, I went on an internship to New York. At this point, I hadn't really any culinary experience other than just what I learned in school, so I didn't have much time to practice it. I didn't really work back then. I was just doing school. When I did do my second internship, I worked in a really fast-paced kitchen as a line cook, and it was arguably one of the hardest things I ever had to do. It was so fast-paced, and it was just rush, 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 get the food out, with such little people on the line at the same time. It's hard to do when you have no experience. It's very rewarding. Even at a certain point, I thought about quitting the job and going back home, just laying in bed so I don't have to see anyone in the kitchen anymore. But my friend encouraged me to get up and, try again. I don't know, something just like snapped. I just woke up, and the next day it was as if I like rewired my brain, and I was just able to multitask and work efficiently. It was as if something inside me was just like, all right, don't give up. You got to get this done. Because at this point, my friend was actually the one that helped me get the internship, and I didn't want to make a bad name for him and a bad name for me at the same time. I eventually just did it. I ended up knocking out all the dishes. They kept me on the line, and I managed to actually pull through and pull my own weight. I ended up being able to do the station by myself because I believed in myself and I actually put an effort into doing it. My mom always helped other people, and that small yet powerful trait, I believe, passed down onto me, because I could almost never turn a blind eye to anyone that needed help, especially in a kitchen. This translated well in a kitchen because teamwork is one of the most important factors when working in one. I was never one to half-step something, so I always tried to do my job at 100% every day, all day. Even in failure, I worked hard so that it wouldn't happen again. I always wanted to be on the top of my game. As I said earlier, I just had to really push myself into being the best that I could be. Fear and doubt are common things for any chef to experience, especially when you're new in a field and you have all these people who have 20, 30, 40 years of experience. It can definitely be intimidating, but you just have to remember that everyone starts somewhere, and you just have to believe in yourself and do what you could do at the time. There's always room for improvement. Don't listen to what anyone has to say as long as you stay true to yourself and you do the best that you think you could possibly do.